Hi. I watched Nancy Grace on Good Morning America, I believe it was. They were discussing the psych evaluation on Casey. First, I don't believe that should have been public. I mean, it's really not anyone's business. But second, Nancy Grace called Casey a liar because Jose Baez wanted to call these doctors to the stand, and then the prosecution wanted to have their own doctor in to evaluate her, and at that point, Jose Baez said no. And Nancy Grace said, well, that's because they would be able to see through Casey's lies. I don't understand why or how Nancy she lied from that. She just don't like Casey. And she's slandering her name, and that's why most people hate Casey. Jose just did not want the prosecution to know what happened to Casey at that time, because they would have worked their case around that. It didn't have anything to do with that she lied. I just feel Nancy needs to quit being so brutal about people that she don't even know. She needs to stop cutting people off. If she asks them a question, if they disagree with her, then she cuts them off. I feel that's wrong. She's rude to people, and she needs to allow calls coming in that defend who she is against, because there are people that do not agree with you. George and Cindy were on Dr. Phil. I guess Nancy got a big laugh out of that because George said that his daughter killed Casey. Well, that doesn't surprise me. He has to now say negative about Casey. He's not a man. He can't come forward and admit the truth. But Cindy, she believes Kaylee drowned. And for her to say that, you know that has to be the truth. I mean, she wouldn't put herself in that position if it weren't the truth, because she was the one that let the ladder out. That'll probably haunt her for the rest of her life. But sometimes I just think Cindy is really in the dark about what happened. And I think that she needs to have a one-on-one with Casey. Find out what happened when Casey was a child. George, you really need to come forward with the truth. By accusing your daughter is not going to go away what happened to her. It's not going to cause that to go away. You didn't feel this way before the trial, so it's quite obvious why you're saying this now. You know what happened, George, and you will take this to your grave because you cannot. You figure, well, if you do that, then people's going to say, well, maybe Casey's telling the truth about the other. I know that there was a laundry bag missing during the investigation, but I don't think it's ever been proven that it was inside that bag, trash bag, but George, obviously, you did. And you couldn't see a sticker being placed on Kaylee's mouth. Well, of course not, because you know there wasn't. And if you think that Casey used the shovel to go down and bury her daughter, well, then you're saying Tony Lazzaro knew about it, because Tony Lazzaro was with her. You accuse Casey and someone else drugging Kaylee. I know Nancy got a big laugh out of that one. But I feel sorry for Cindy in a lot of ways, because she really is, I do believe, in the dark about everything. I still, to this day, don't think she ever knew what happened to Kaylee. I don't think she ever knew the truth that day. And Cindy, you're going to have another grandchild one day. You're going to want to get to know your granddaughter. I hope that you can have a one-on-one with your daughter and get the truth out. You're going to want that relationship. That alone is a sad thing, to see the two of you separated. And George, you really need to tell the truth. Your lies are so obvious. You look like a fool. And only the truth needs to be coming out.